At midnight, I got a notification. Your son just crossed the border. He was supposed to be at a sleepover. I'd installed the family tracker app when my son Lucas turned 15. He'd rolled his eyes and called me paranoid, but I told him it was non-negotiable. Now he was 16, and I almost never checked it anymore. But when my phone buzzed at midnight with a geofence alert I'd forgotten I'd set up, my heart stopped. Lucas Brennan has left the United States. Current location, Tijuana, Mexico. I shot out of bed and called his phone, straight to voicemail. I called the house where he was supposed to be sleeping over, his friend Derek's place. Derek's mom answered, groggy and confused. Lucas? He's not here. Derek said the sleepover got canceled. He told me Lucas's dad picked him up hours ago. I'm Lucas's dad. I didn't pick anyone up. I called Derek directly. He answered on the 6th ring, clearly half asleep. Mr. Brennan? What's wrong? Where is my son? Long pause. Too long. He said you knew. He said you were cool with it. I was already in my car, speeding toward the border. My wife was on the phone with 911 while I drove. Derek finally admitted everything. Lucas had met a girl online 3 months ago. She lived in Tijuana. They'd been talking every day, video calling, making plans. She'd convinced him to come visit for her birthday. He'd taken $400 from his savings, bought a bus ticket to San Diego, and crossed the border on foot using his passport. He was supposed to be back before morning. No one would ever know. What's her name? I demanded. I don't know. Luna or something? He never told me her real name. A girl he'd never met in person. A name that was probably fake. My 16-year-old son was in Mexico at midnight chasing an internet stranger. I called Border Patrol, filed a missing persons report, and kept driving. The tracker showed him stationary now, somewhere in a neighborhood I couldn't identify. The dot hadn't moved in 20 minutes. I reached the border at 2 a.m. Mexican authorities had been notified, but said there wasn't much they could do without evidence of a crime. A 16-year-old meeting a girlfriend wasn't kidnapping. I begged them to check the location on my tracker. They agreed to send a patrol car. While I waited at the crossing, unable to enter without my passport, which was at home, I called Lucas one more time. This time, someone answered. It wasn't Lucas. It was a man's voice, older, with an accent I couldn't place. Your son is safe. For now. My blood turned to ice. Who is this? Where's Lucas? Lucas came to meet a girl who doesn't exist. The girl was me. Well, my voice threw a filter and some creative photos. What do you want? $50,000. You have until 6 a.m. or Lucas becomes another missing American teenager that nobody ever finds. He hung up. I collapsed against my car, shaking. My son had been catfished by a kidnapper who'd spent 3 months gaining his trust. I called the FBI. I called every agency I could think of. An agent arrived at the border within an hour. They traced the phone that had called me, but it was a burner, already off. The location from my tracker was a residential area known for cartel activity. They told me not to pay, that payment never guaranteed release, that it often made things worse, but they also told me they couldn't guarantee they'd find him in time. At 4 a.m., I got a video. Lucas, tied to a chair in a dark room, crying, Dad, please just pay them, please. They said they'll kill me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to meet her. I didn't know. Behind him, I could see a sliver of window, a neon sign partially visible. I screenshot everything and sent it to the FBI. An analyst recognized the sign. It was a pharmacy, one of hundreds, but the specific lettering narrowed it down to 3 possible locations. Mexican federal police mobilized. They found him at 5:23 a.m., 37 minutes before the deadline. The kidnappers were 2 men running a romance scam operation that had targeted dozens of teenagers across California. They'd lure them across the border with fake online girlfriends, grab them, and ransom them back to their families. Lucas was victim number 14. 3 others hadn't been recovered. The men were arrested, and Lucas was brought to the border crossing where I'd been waiting for 5 hours, unable to breathe, unable to think. When I saw him walk through that gate, bruised and terrified but alive, I collapsed. He ran to me, and we held each other on the pavement while border agents walked around us. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. I thought she was real. I thought she loved me. I couldn't even be angry. I just held my son, and thanked God he was still alive to apologize. Lucas spent 3 months in therapy. He had nightmares for a year. He testified against his kidnappers, who got 25 years each in Mexican federal prison. We learned later that the Luna persona had been used on over 40 teenage boys. Lucas was the first one whose parents had a tracker and called authorities fast enough. The FBI agent told me that if I'd waited until morning, if I'd assumed he was just being a rebellious teenager, the outcome would likely have been very different.